Alright, it is Friday and I f***ed up. No way Tom Brady is here. Tom! Mr. Brady, the GOAT. Yo! Welcome back to another video. Before we get right into the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are very, very close to 10,000 subscribers. When I hit 10K, I'm going to be doing some sort of giveaway on the channel. Haven't completely got it sorted out yet, but there will be a 10K giveaway. Not $10,000 of money, but there'll be like something to do with cricket, whether it's gloves, pads, bat, something like that. So stay tuned for that, but we've got to hit that 10,000 subscribers first. So consider subscribing. Let's go. The reason why I'm in the buggy right now is because it's just spitting a little bit. Not much rain today, but enough that I don't want to stand out in it. Anyway, today, new video begins. It's Thursday, and we are exactly 2 weeks out from our International ODI series beginning. We have 4 matches here and 3 T20s. 7 matches, I think, within like a 10-day period. So originally I was told to have 1 new strip and keep this one up as well. Yesterday I was told maybe do 2 new strips and keep that one as a backup. The only issue is that the only fresh strip that hasn't been used is this one and the end one right next to this. So I don't really want to have 2 pitches next to each other prepared, but I might have to because the covers are like 4 widths. So it would actually make sense to have all 4 here, but it always looks a little bit stupid having 2 next to each other. I don't like it personally. But definitely this one is going to be string lined and given a cut today, and maybe even a roll. Probably not. I want to get a lot of water into it. The start of pitch preparation, you got to get all the water. Fuck off, plane. Mate, every 2 seconds I have to stop fucking talking to these planes. At the start of a 10-day or 2-week pitch prep, I like to get a lot of water into the wicket first for the first day, and then the following day start rolling gradually and bringing back the water that's going on it. So probably actually just be a mow and a water today on this one. This one, there is a game this weekend. It's not like a club match. It's like a sort of a social sort of game, and they usually play on the artificial, but they've said if this is available, can they use this? So it's meant to be dry. This is hard as a rock still, so they'll probably just use this just to give them a go on it. So I'll have to move the ropes because that is extremely close, and that's not where I left it yesterday. I guess they must have moved them. So I guess I've set up as if this is going to be used on Saturday. I might actually, this has to get through to next weekend as well. So maybe, I'll just prepare it as normal, and then I'll come in on Sunday and give it a good water. But first things first, get the mower out here. I might even just mow the entire table again, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with this and if I'm going to use that or one of these other ones. But I don't really want to use one of these that have already been used. Like these ones here would have been used months ago. Not months ago, but probably like at least a month ago, because this is the one that was used before that, and I repaired this one, and the seed is starting to come up, but they get run over all the time in matches, so it's hard to get them to grow. But these ones were repaired well before I was here, and there's not really any sign of grass. This one's got a little bit coming up through it, but it doesn't look healthy, and it's probably the seed that I chucked on it a couple of weeks ago. I mean, this one's fresh as well. I could probably use this one's probably the better of the 3. Maybe I'll use this one, that one, and that one. I don't know, man. Tough decisions to make. I've made a decision. I've had a phone call with one of the guys that's organising it all, and I've told him the situation we have with the fresh pitches. He's cool to have that one and this one. So I've string lined this pitch out, I've string lined that pitch out, and this will be used for the ones match next week for their first playoff game, and then put to bed, but kept as a backup just in case. So it won't be fully prepared, but it'll be like kind of like it is now, a few days out, just in case those two get wrecked. But it's women's ODIs and women's T20s. They're not big people, like big men running in and bowling heavy-footed destroy a lot of this. And that's after 2 games out here, and that's not even that bad because it's rock hard. So women playing 4 games and 3 games, I think is going to be fine because it's a 50 overs and 20. So it's a T20 into ODIs. T20s do absolutely no damage, and ODI matches for women, I would assume after 4 games of ODIs, even if they switch, probably will have less damage than what the men's do in 2 matches. So I don't like preparing wickets next to each other, but this one should be a little bit more greened up. I'll fertilise it and get the green coming back anyway before they use this one. So I'll probably use that one first, so this one has more time to recover, and then they can jump on this for the T20s. And that's my plan. So right now, going to get the mower, give the whole wicket table a cut, but I'll cut this one and the other one in a pitch, not striped up like that. And I might actually run some fertiliser over the entire wicket table just to get it nice. I mean, it's already green, but I think it's due for a nice little hit as well. So then by the time the women's come out here, it's nice and lush green. Hopefully all these areas are recovered a bit more. I'd love to get a germination sheet on here, but there's a game on the Saturday, so maybe Sunday morning, I'll come in, I'll repair this pitch, I'll put the germination sheets on and flood it and just let the fertiliser do its thing. Oh, okay. Just finished mowing the entire wicket table and the pitches, so hopefully you can see it all right on the camera, but this is the strip that'll probably be used first. Still got a little bit of striping through it, but that'll get rid of it with more mowing and rolling. And then this is obviously the pitch that's going to be used on the weekend and for the first one's playoff game, and then this one I've cut as well. So the whole thing's cut at 14 millimeters, but these 2 new pitches I mowed a couple of times in the same sort of different directions, like up and back on the same line, to make sure we cut those stripes out of it. This pitch I'll probably give a mow now at 7 millimeters, and then I'm going to get some water on the entire table, and then I'll come back in tomorrow and give this a roll for Saturday's match. Okay, well, I've decided that I'm going to give it a water today. The whole square will get a good water, but I'll come in Sunday, because they're playing on that pitch on Saturday. I'll come in on Sunday, repair that pitch, and then I'm going to chuck some new seed and loam just to top up on all of these other ones. And then I'll chuck out some fertiliser across the entire wicket table, get a good water on it, like flood it. So hopefully everything grows, and I'll put the germination sheets on that as well. Just decided I'm not going to do it today because I'm going to have to water, and then they'll play through it, and then germination sheet's not going to go until Sunday. So I'll just do it all on Sunday, leave the germination sheet on for a week or until the Saturday morning of game day on that pitch, and hopefully it all bounces back nicely. Just gave this cut at 7 millimeters. Didn't take off a lot, but cleaned it up a little bit. So I'm not going to mow it again before the social sort of team play on the Saturday. I'm just going to give the whole square of water now, and then I'll roll this tomorrow. But I got a little bit off. Not a great deal, but enough to sort of just clean it up, take off the sort of frayed tips. I'm going to leave this on each section for like it's down that area. So it's kind of getting like 1/4 of the wicket table. So I'll leave it down there for 15-20 minutes, then I'll move it to here, 15-20 minutes, and then over there, 15-20 minutes, 15-20 minutes. Something like that. There we go. And then I'll probably put the roll-on covers on this pitch, because I think it's meant to get a little bit of rain in the morning tomorrow, and I don't want it to get more wet. I want to be able to come in tomorrow, give it a roll, and then get it ready for the Saturday. So now I'll go over the practice wickets, give those a mow. I think one of the guys is coming to bowl in it shortly, so we'll just mow those down. I'm going to clean up a bit of the shed, and to the last day the boys, my mates are here. They come from, one from Ireland, one from London. If you saw the last video, they were here, but they're at home now sleeping, I assume. So I'll go home to them, some stage this afternoon and then figure out what they want to do for their last day. Now it is time to add another song to the Be Ghetto Bangers playlist on Spotify. There is a link to that Spotify playlist in the description. I used to add a song every TikTok, but now I'm just adding it every YouTube video. If you want me to do any song specifically, DM me on Instagram and I'll add it in if I can, but it's only like 1 or 2 per video. So this song has been requested by Darcy Kelson, and this is K-San by Cold Chisel. And I know I'm not a good singer. This is just 5 seconds of me singing, maybe a little bit longer, to add it into the playlist. I can't put the actual song on here because it'll get demonetized and copyrighted. Well, the last plane out of Sydney is almost gone, and only 7 flying hours, and I'll be landing in Hong Kong. I believe this field will get mowed tomorrow, so better move the ropes out of the way for the cancel so they don't hassle me tomorrow to get me to do it while I'm in a rush. All right, I've had these sprinklers on for about half an hour per quarter of the wicket table. I've put the roll-on covers on just to sort of help, I know, like, it'll actually help dry it out. It's not that wet actually because it was so rock hard. It's barely even gotten through the first mill of soil, but that'll dry up. I think there's a little bit of rain in the morning, not a lot, so that'll protect it at least, and then I can come in, give it a quick roll, remark it, and it'll be ready for Saturday. I'll leave this out here because I'll probably water it a little bit more tomorrow as well. We are at Dixie's for lunch. Yeah, that's the guy. Let's go. Alright, fast tracked a few hours of the day. We had lunch and then now we've gone to the city again for dinner and going to show the boys the red light district. I haven't even really been through there, so I'm going to walk through there, show them around a little bit. They leave tomorrow, so might as well explore, have a few drinks, not too many, and get some nice food, I guess, and just enjoy. No way Tom Brady is here. Tom! Mr. Brady, the GOAT. All right, it is Friday and I fucked up. So what you see here is a bike. This is my bike, okay? You get some keys with it. The key unlocks the battery and it slides out. Fine, all well and good, okay? Bang, key, battery, done. And the other key locks these up. What I did this morning was, all the boys I live with are not home at the moment, so Connor was going to ride here with me. I've got Tom's battery for his bike, but I didn't know which bike was his, and me, stupidly, put the battery in first before I tried to unlock it with the key. And now, the battery is locked in Eli's bike, not Tom's bike, and Tom's key doesn't fit Eli's battery lock or that. So his battery is locked in there. They're both on holidays. I think Eli gets back first, hopefully, because if he gets back first, he can unlock his battery. He took his key with him. So I've got Tom's battery and Tom's key, but now Tom's battery is locked in Eli's bike and I can't unlock it. So Connor had to walk here because he wants to come to the ground and have a look. So I've rode here before him. Hunty's already gone home. He had an earlier flight this morning. Connor's is a late afternoon one. So I've come to work, going to get a start on doing a few things, take the roll-on covers off, give it a quick roll, pack up the practice nets and put the ropes out. And then when Connor arrives, I'll show him around and go back home before he gets his flight as well. But yeah, he should be here now because it would have taken us like an 8-minute bike ride. Instead, it's going to take him like a 45-minute walk here and back. Okay, well, Connor just messaged me. He was walking here, but he got lost. So he is here somewhere, but he's not near the cricket field. This is a big precinct. There's like hockey fields, there's multiple cricket grounds, there's tennis courts, there's fucking probably soccer fields. I don't know. I haven't even been around this whole area. So he sent me his location. I was like, all right, stay there. I'll come find you. So I'm on my way to try to find him now. And then I've already finished rolling the pitch for like half an hour. It's still rock hard. We did have rain last night, so lucky I did put those roll-on covers on. The rest of the table got a good water. I'm not sure how much rain we have because the weather apps here, they don't actually tell you how much rain an area had. They only tell you how much is predicted. So I need to buy a rain gauge and actually set it up so I know exactly how much. That would be very handy, knowing exactly how much we had for pitch prep, like the 2 pitches that I started at work on yesterday. Obviously got a good water, which is nice. He did send me his location, but there he is. I've seen him. I found him. There's a car behind me. Oh god. Connor! You're on live stream.
Oh great.
No, not really. I've never been live. But should I go live? I don't know.
That's a question for your followers.
Question to any followers out there, or any subscribers watching. Should I go live sometimes? I've never been live. I'm too worried about getting cancelled. I'm sure there's people out there that's going to try and cancel me on here for just being myself. Alright, just taking down these nets with the help of Connor over there, putting him to work because he's the Irish national team groundsman. He's one of the Irish national team groundsmen at one of the grounds there. I don't know which ground exactly, but he does the wickets there, so he knows what he's talking about and he knows what he's looking at here. So that's why he wanted to come have a gander, suss it out a little bit. I'll get him to help me put these nets away, help me out there, remark the creases and everything. All right, we've sorted out the practice wickets, packed them up. I'm going to prepare the next 2 strips. So it'll be this one down the middle here and one over here as well. Not this one, that was the one they used prior. So it'll be this one here, down there. I'll come in on Sunday and do all that. But today they're a bit wet after the rain this morning. But trying to get the rope out. Now, they moved it really close for the artificial match for the juniors. So moving it out further, so it matches up with the turf pitch. But it's proving quite difficult, even though we have the buggy. It's all sort of bunched up. Anyway, we'll get it done. Thanks to Connor, we got the ropes out, got the roll-on covers on, we painted the creases, and we got the infield circle out as well. His flight leaves in about an hour and a half. Well, no, his flight doesn't. He's got to be at the airport in about, what, 2 hours. So, got to take him home now, might get a quick bite to eat, and then say catch ya. I almost just got hit by a car, legit. Like, on the roads here, biking is like the top of the hierarchy and cars meant to give way. So riding on the red strips around the roads and stuff is a bike lane. So cars look at you and you tell them which way you're going, whatever, and they stop. So just then I was going through a roundabout, made eye contact with his car, I was like, and then he sped up and went to turn, and like I got to the thing at the same time and I went, hey, hey! And he fucking slammed his brakes on. I went, Arr! And then I had to like swerve around his car. But far out, that was a close call. Could have been a very different vlog. Bloody hell. Anyway, I've left Connor. He's walking. So I'm going to the shop to pick up some food to make him. All he eats is toasted sandwiches, so I'm going to make a couple of toasted sandwiches. The boys have left, so I'm all by my lonesome because the 3 guys I live with, they're also all on holidays out of the country. Except one of them's gone like 2 hours south to Rotterdam. I think it's about 2 hours, not sure. So he's there on a festival right now, so got the house to myself for maybe 3 more days. It's Friday afternoon. Obviously I didn't show much after work today. I was hanging out with Connor before he left, and then I just chilled on the couch, caught up on some YouTube that I've been meaning to watch, and editing this video and the last video that came out. Anyway, as you can see, I'm wearing clothes, which is a good sign because I'm out in public, but I don't know, keep the fit. I don't actually know, I know where I'm going, but I don't actually know what the vibe is. I don't know where, if we're going out or if we're having dinner in. I'm going somewhere. So I've got, no, you can't even hear that cling, but I've got a 6-pack of ciders in my bag. I've got to go to the train right now. I think it's about a 30-minute train ride to go into Amsterdam Central, and that's where the person lives. So get on the train, go there, and I'm assuming I'm probably not going to show anything at the house, or unless we go out. If we go out somewhere, I'll show that. If not, next clip will be doing something tomorrow. There is that game of cricket on tomorrow, but I don't need to be there for it. Everything's set up already. All they have to do is roll the covers off, the roll-on covers, and then play. If I get home tonight and wake up early enough, maybe I'll go there and give it a quick roll, but ideally, a full day off would be nice. Let's just see where this little teleportation takes us. Ew. It is is the next day, and as you can tell, I'm still in the same clothes. Ended up staying where I was. Didn't go out, just stayed at the place, had a few drinks, some pizza. Anyway, ended up staying, and then we just went out for breakfast, and now I'm still in the city. Obviously, no one is around at the moment because it's 10:15 in the morning on a Saturday, and everyone goes out on a Friday night, I guess. But while I'm here, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna take myself to the movies. There's a theatre right here that I'm looking at. I've already bought my ticket. I'm gonna go watch Deadpool and Wolverine because I'm a big Marvel guy, and I really have been trying to avoid any spoilers online. I'm gonna head into the theatre right now. There it is behind me, and that little cat just jumped out and almost fucking took me out. So I'll go watch this movie, and then I'll give you a non-spoiler review, but I'm not going to give like a full review. I'll just give it a rating out of 10 compared to all the other Marvel movies, I guess. Keen for this movie. Fucking love Deadpool. Okay, Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine was fucking good. Like, feels like Marvel's back. There was a bit of a lull over the last sort of year or so with some shit Marvel movies, and I'm a big Marvel fan, so it sucks to say that. The Disney Plus shows have been better than the actual movies. Like Loki was fucking sick. Anyway, lots of surprises in this movie, lots of cameos, lots of action, lots of comedy. If you like the first two Deadpool movies and Loki, you'll love this. Probably 8.8 out of 10. Anyway, I know this video hasn't had heaps of turf content in it or cricket, but that's it for this one. Get straight back into it tomorrow at work. Thanks for watching. Bread.